The federal government has reiterated its commitment to reposition the gas sector for effective service delivery. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, represented by the Minister of State for Power, Godiagba, made this known while declaring open the 2021 World Energy Day Conference in Abuja with the theme Energy Transition, Gas as the Fuel of Choice. The Vice President, however, expressed concern about inadequate investments in energy to meet net zero targets.
There's simply not enough investment in renewables to support the intended accelerated pace of removal of fossil fuels. Today, fossil fuels satisfy 83% of primary demand for energy. Unfortunately, investment in fossil fuels has also dropped by 40% since 2015 without the requisite ramp up in renewables. The Economist reported that since May, the combined prices of oil, coal, and gas increased by 95%. It was also reported that Britain has turned back on some coal-fired power stations. I surely believe that the energy transition was not meant to make energy less available and unaffordable. These events, if not handled carefully, may turn global public sentiments against climate change policies.
Earlier, Dr. Al-Mujtaba, the president of Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, organizers of the program, commended the federal government for crafting a gas agenda, which has become Nigeria's response to the energy transition question.
I want to commend the administration of Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief, President Muhammadu Buhari, for crafting a gas agenda which has now become the Nigerian response to the energy transition question. The gas commercialization agenda, the auto gas initiatives, and other policy responses have provided much needed answers to Nigeria's need for energy transition.
Mr. Olawale Rashid, the Director of Policy at the Chamber, stressed the need for Nigeria to meet her target on reduction of carbon emissions without undermining national interest.
There's a global clamor for carbon footprint reduction, and that's what we're here for. The goal is to ensure that Nigeria actually meets our target without necessarily injuring our national interest. And so when you talk of anytime you have increase in production cycle, definitely it will benefit Nigeria as a major oil producing nation. But basically we are indirectly saying we need gas, and gas is cleaner and is good for us.
Mr. Olakbode Showumi, Chief Executive Officer, Captree Limited, an energy consultancy company and the publisher of Energia Today, called for increased capacity to produce more gas.
The ethos, the thinking, and even the knowledge of the general public should be towards how we can increase our own capacity for gas. Then people tend to ask that, since we flow a lot of gas, can't we just use those gas for the cooking gas? It's not exactly the same. So it's like, since you have water in the rivers, that does not necessarily translate to drinking water. So the gas needs to be processed for it to be useful for domestic consumption.